Morning guys, what's up? Jaspas here and welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back. Today we are back in the Black Room studio as per the last 300 vlogs. 300? I think my estimate's a little bit off. I think the number's a little bit closer to 3 million vlogs! 3 million vlogs! The last 3 million vlogs has been in this Black Room studio, and today we're opening up another package. This package is also from a time frame that I've been out of commission, so I'm not sure what deck it is. Let's open it up and check it out. Boom! So inside this package, the first things first, a letter. Letters are always very appreciated, and it is from Chris Severson. And in this letter, Chris Severson says, Jaspas, hope all is well. Enjoy the goodies plus paper swag. Chris Severson. Wow, that's really short and sweet. Thanks, Chris. So inside the package we get not only decks of playing cards but also an awesome dad cap. So the first thing in the package is this really cool, awesome dad cap that just says paper down the front in C, M and Y, cyan, magenta and yellow, these three colors. Oh, on the inside it also says paper sometimes. Very cool. I'm pretty sure that these caps are still on his website, so please do go and check it out. Let's get rid of that. How does it look? Cool? Cool. Nice. Next up in the package, we have bubble wrap and the decks of playing cards. Here we go. Here's the good stuff. Here's the stuff we're here for. Ooh, wow. It's really impressive because when I was on the website looking for photos of these cards, the Technic playing cards, I saw the box and I was like, it looks a little bit simple in a photo. But in person, let's get some light over here. But in person, when you see the box and you see these lines and the colors as they slowly change from one end to the other end of the line, it actually looks really good. I'm quite surprised. And he sent me not just one, but two of these bad boys. So yeah, and also one of these Technic V2 playing cards, the 10 version. I've seen some hype photos for these cards on his Instagram, but I believe these are just the prototypes. These are not the full version, these are prototypes of the Technic V2 playing cards. So there you go, that's what they look like. Boom. So cool. But that's not what we're here for today. What we are here for today are these ones, the Technic V1 playing cards. So let's set one of these aside. Sounds nice. I like that. In the past, I've always showed you what the cards look like in the box, inside the cellophane. But I realized some time ago that actually that's not the best idea. It would be far better to first take off the cellophane and then look at the cards. This way we have minimal amounts of glare. So without the cellophane, here's what the box looks like. A very clean white design. Very cool. With lines that change color slowly across the entire box. So yeah, check that out. On this side, the front, this side, the top, and even to a certain extent the bottom. And on the back of the box, the design of the backs of the playing cards. Let's open these up and take a look what they look like. First things first, these cards are USPCC playing cards, so I'm not gonna go on and on about what they feel like. Let's take a look at the ad cards, because these ad cards look like they are very different and very interesting. This is what the first ad card looks like. On this ad card, it actually suggests to you a number of games that you can play using his deck of playing cards. So the first one says color, and it says pick a color and only contact those points. I'm pretty sure that he's referring to the backs of the cards. See how at different points of the backs of the cards there are different colors? So the first game that he is suggesting for you to try is to try using only one color, only the positions of one color. The second game he suggests is number of fingers, so you only limit the number of fingers you use to make a flourish. Number 3 is cards, which is basically skate or horse but with cardistry instead of skating. Number 4 is grips. Challenge yourself by starting with awkward grips. And number 5, the 5th game that he suggests, is number of packets. Call out a number of packets and make a flourish only using that number. This is a really nice touch. I kind of like the idea of having like a set of cardistry game ideas on a card with you the entire time. Really cool idea, Chris. On the second ad card, Chris is giving you some pro tips. So in the first pro tip, he's suggesting that you should film whatever you create because it's not easy to remember what you create, especially if you're trying to create through random movement. I definitely have been there before, where I create something really cool at the end and then I realize like I don't remember what I created. I don't remember how I got into that, but damn! My Cardistry Con Move of the Year move has just vanished into thin air because I can't remember what I did. So he's telling you to go record your moves. It's a good idea. And the next tip that he gives is to take a break for a few days once you create something, because when you come back you'll have a clearer head and you'll be able to improve on the move and make it even better. Good tips, Chris. So let's take a look at the 2 jokers before we move on to the main deck itself. The first one is an explanation about Technic playing cards and what it means to Chris and what his vision for the deck of playing cards is. You can pause the video if you want to read it for yourself. And the second one is an ad for all their websites and hashtags and Instagram profile. Go follow them. Go check them out, go follow them. Moving on to the cards themselves, these cards are definitely Crush stock, but I'm not sure what stock it is. It feels kind of different from what I'm used to. And if you look at the backs of the playing cards, there are actually multiple different versions of the backs. You see the colors right here? You can tell that the cards actually have a lot of variation between each and every one of them. And I think that's a really interesting thing. Because if you're a magician or a card player, you don't want a deck of cards that seems to be marked in some way, like this. So this deck technically is a deck designed solely for cardistry. And not only just for cardistry, it's a deck designed just for experimenting and playing around with cardistry moves. Very interesting. This makes me really curious as to what the cards look like in a fan. So without further ado, let's give that a try. Very interesting. Because the colors chosen to appear on the backs of the cards have different sort of weight to it. Like for example, this yellow right here is very light, whereas this brownish orangish color is way darker. It gives the fan a sort of like a spreading lines kind of feeling to it. Look at that. Let's take a look at the faces of the cards as well. Here's the Ace of Spades. This is what it looks like. 2 of Spades. All the spade cards have been switched with silver or grey ink. And these are what the court cards look like for black cards. Basically a cyan, magenta, yellow version of the standard faces. For the red cards, the red has been changed into this magenta looking color, which is not unlike the Jaspas deck version ones, the limited edition ones. It looks sort of similar. Look at this king. Look at the cyan, magenta, yellow and orange brown on it. And that's interesting. That's really interesting. And the rest of the cards pretty standard once you are used to the color combination. So today, instead of exploring what these cards look like in card, there's a slight grey here, I forgot to mention it. Like the outside is a white border and then the inside is actually a grey back. Very nice touch. Also here there's some purple, green, orange, blue. So today, instead of exploring what the cards look like in movement just by doing usual cardistry moves, let's give his game a try. Let's give the idea of like creating a cut using only one color on the backs of the cards a try. Many of you guys may know this, but I'm not the biggest two-handed cutter. I don't really like two-handed cuts as much as, you know, some of the other guys out there, so this might be a bad idea. Let's give it a try. First we mix up the cards. As a simple mix. Alright, so for this try, let's try something using the green corners of the cards. So let's start with the thumb and middle finger. We go here. The green right now is at the top here and here. So let's figure out a way. Maybe my pinky and ring finger grips onto it. Ooh. The green is now at this corner and this corner on the new cards that have been exposed. And then we're going to a revolution card, it seems. Oh no. Oh. Close the revolution card. Ooh, it's in here and here again. In the second revolution card. Oh no, this is, oh no, oh, and then it's over here, so let's go here and here and close. That's it. That's it. That's it. No, no, oh no, what was that? What was that? No. Guys, I'm not this bad. I'm not usually this bad. Don't unsubscribe, please. Don't unsubscribe, please. Let's give that another try. Let's give that another try, guys. Okay. This time, let's start with orange. Let's go here. Index and thumb. And then we're going to go there again. But this time, we're going with our right hand thumb and ring finger. To here. And we revolution card. It looks exactly the same. It looks like I'm doing exactly the same thing as the last one. Oh no, guys, don't answer. Last try, guys, last try. We got this. Okay, let's start with the yellows this time. Yellow at the corners. I'm gonna start like this. Spin it here, and then grip by the yellow corners again. And this time I'm going to the revolution card. Alright guys, I don't think this method of creating two-handed cards is for me. But different methods of creating moves works for different people. It might work for you, so if you are interested, head over to Chris Severson's website and check out his Technic playing cards. He even has V2s coming up pretty soon, so give that a try. For now, since I couldn't make the creating a move work for me, let's just cut to some Alright guys, that's all for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Shout out to Chris for sending me this awesome cap. Oh yes, I almost forgot to say, because this is the 11th deck, that means the next deck is going to be the last deck for the giveaway brick, and then we'll be giving away the entire brick of playing cards. Remember to get your comments in, guys.